What's your question, bro? No, I'm not gonna have your mic. What's your question?
My name is
Okay.
I'm from West Germany.
Okay.
I was born with India.
Okay.
I know the Bible. I know the.
What's your question, though?
My question is, how do you separate these religions? And then how to accommodate them for our survival?
Let me tell you. You said, how do we separate these religions, right? And how do we accommodate them for our survival? We don't accommodate them because they're not ours. God never said be a religion. Right. Let me show you what God said do. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. Because, ask me, do you think I'm a Christian? No, I'm not. I'm not a Baptist. I'm not a Pentecostal. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not none of that. I'm an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right, God.
But watch this.
I got a surah for you.
But what you said, surah? Watch it. What do 2 Surah 2 and verse 21 say?
I don't know.
It said the children of Israel is, what it say? God's chosen people. Even in the Quran, it says that Israel is God's chosen people. So we got to know and understand who Israel is.
That's right.
That should be a big question. But watch this. Hold on. Let me show you. Because you asked the question. How do we separate? Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now that we know we Israel, it said, Israel, what do God require of us?
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Because Christians don't fear God. They do what they believe. They do what they feel.
Right.
Right? Israel do what the word says. Read.
To walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
With all our heart, meaning our mind, our understanding that we get out of the Bible, in our soul. Read.
Verse 13. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
How do we separate from everybody else?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Brother, that's how we separate. How do we separate?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's how we separate.
Right.
Because they don't keep the commandments of the Lord. They don't do the commandments of the Lord. Right? What? What's up, bro?
Hey, are you on
bro, I don't know that language. You're speaking to yourself.
Read this. 2 Surah 122.
God. Oh, praise be the Almighty Allah. Oh,
Messed stuff up. So we gonna read the book 2 Surah, chapter 1 and 22. 2 Surah 122.
Listen to that. Listen to that.
Just read that. I'll hold it.
This is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 2. Children of Israel, recall my favor.
It says what?
Recall my favor.
So even in the Quran, it says the children of Israel are God's favor.
That's right.
God's favor. The children of Israel, nobody else. All right? So let's get that real quick. The book of Joel chapter 2 and verse 27 real quick. Because a lot of our people, we don't know who we are according to the Bible. We're unfamiliar with what the Bible says. We've been taught wrong by the white man, and then we allow him to dictate how we feel about God.
Right.
Instead of getting our own understanding, instead of reading the Bible and getting the understanding for ourselves. Read that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
So God is in the midst of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. God is in the midst of them. Read.
And none else.
And who?
And none else.
Come on.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
And we should never be ashamed of that thing.
That's right.
All right? What was your name, brother? Was it Marcus? Brother Marcus. All right? We got to understand that God's chosen people are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation